Hello mates, I hope you're all doing well. So recently we had a look at some full sleeves and we talked about them and I did like a little showcase of them and you guys seem to really enjoy that. So today I thought we might do another one. All of these photos are from various traditional tattoo themed Instagram pages that I follow, and I will put all of the artists' Instagram handles on the screen as I'm talking so you can go and check them out if you do like what you see. So without further fucking about, we all want to look at some absolutely sick ass traditional tattoo sleeves, don't we? So let's get into it. So our first sleeves come from an artist called Spenny Watts, and we have some really cool black work traditional tattoos to have a look at. 2 sleeves and a chest piece. Thought I'd throw the chest piece in here for a bit of extra value. It's a sick chest piece, isn't it? So what has this guy actually got going on? So we've got these lovely caps on the top of the shoulders, which are spider webs. It's a pretty cool way to cap off the top of your sleeves. And then what else can we see? All right, let's go sleeve by sleeve. So let's start with the left sleeve. So on the front, or the top of his forearm, we can see, what is this? I believe it's like a crying Mary, crying nurse, crying nun, crying woman of some description, with a little flower filler just below her. Then we've got 2 love hearts with some banners which say 1967 and 1965. Moving above that, we've got a crawling panther, which appears to be, the way it's laid out, it makes it look like it's chasing the butterfly that we can see just on the top of the bicep here. Next to the panther, we've got a really cool like cross with some flowers at the bottom of it. And then if we move above the panther, he's got some little dice and a dragon head right at the top, capping off the shoulder, just below the spider web. Then if we move around to the back of his arm, if we go from top to bottom, we've got clipper ship, some really lovely clouds behind it, the classic spider web on the elbow, and then a snake wrapped around a dagger that's going through a rose. And then if we move around to the inside of the forearm, we can see a lady with her bum cheeks out on show, and then just below that we've got a skull with the text that says "Born to Lose" around it. Oh, that's a lot of tattoos. All right, so if we start with talking about the left sleeve, I think my favourite tattoo on that sleeve is probably going to be the Crawling Panther, which is such an alley answer, but I'm always going to love a really well done Crawling Panther tattoo. I can't change who I am, alright guys? Believe me, I have tried. But yeah, Panther's sick. The dragon looks absolutely sick as well. The crying lady, whoever she is, she's sick. I love the like tribute tattoo. I presume that's like tribute maybe for the guy's parents or grandparents or somebody significant maybe in his life with the 1965 and 1967. Those are very beautiful, very touching. The clipper ship right on the back of his arm, that is so outrageously sick. Really lovely black work done really well. All right, let's have a look at the other sleeve, shall we? So his other hand is kind of covering it up in this photo, but I believe we have another clipper ship with like an anchor at the bottom and like a mermaid on top, or some kind of lady with a banner that which reads "Home Again." That's at the bottom of the sleeve on like the top of his forearm. Above that we've got some lovely cherries. On the inner bicep, just poking his little head out, we can see a tiger there, like a flint arrowhead just above that. Got this sick gorilla head right at the top of his shoulder. Got a swallow with a banner which says "Love" just below that. Moving around to the back of that arm, we've got a UFO abducting some motherfuckers. We've got the number 13. Another classic spider web on the elbow. And then just below that, we have some roses. And then finally, just on the inner forearm, we have a horseshoe with a star in the middle at the bottom. And then we've got like a cherub, which is sitting on top of like a rose flowery kind of vibe. Both 6 sleeves. On the right sleeve, definitely my favourite piece has got to be that gorilla head. That is absolutely fucking outrageous, man. Both sleeves are laid out absolutely impeccably. I love how they flow, how each piece flows into one another. That tiger is also sick on the inner bicep. Love the UFO, you know, for the shits and the gigs. Love all the webbing, both elbows webbed up, both shoulders webbed up. It's a really strong look. Yeah, I think if I had to choose gun to head kind of situation, I'd probably prefer the left sleeve, but it is well fucking close. There's sick pieces on both sides, and a very lucky client to be walking around sporting all of these tattoos. There you go, Spenny Watts. some black work traditional sleeves. Lovely stuff. Okay, next up, our next artist is Alex Dorella, and something a little bit different that I thought I would include because it looks absolutely sick and I feel like is maybe underfeatured in my videos. We have a blackout with white ink over the top here. This style, when it is done well, looks so fucking mint, and it's not something you see like loads of as well, but yeah, I really fucking love it when I see it and it's done really well. So what do we have going on in this sleeve? So if we start from the inside of the arm and work our way down, we've got lovely gorilla head right up in the armpit, Pharaoh's horses just underneath the gorilla head. You've got a little flower filler under that. To the side of the gorilla head, we've got the Sailor Jerry, Sailor Girl, phenomenal piece, and then a rose just below her. Moving our way down to the inner forearm, sick ass tiger, pirate girl just below him. And then moving around to the back of that arm, we've got mermaid on the back of the like inner bicep kind of area. Bit of webbing just below that. Cowgirl right here on like the outer forearm. Moving around, spy an eagle on the inner forearm with the dagger going through a heart. And then is that a little panther that I spy as well? Yeah, we've got a little panther in there as well. And they have made the decision to keep the tiger, the colour tiger that they had beforehand. They've decided to work around that and keep that full colour with the blackout and the white ink all around it. How do I go about choosing what my favourite piece is here? Because they all look so just outrageously sick. I mean, this shows my bias, but I do love that Jerry girl. The cowgirl is sick as well. Mermaid's sick as well. Panther is sick as well. The Pharaoh's horses, the pirate, the tiger, the gorilla. All of the tattoos featured in this sleeve are my favourite. Again, this is not a style of sleeve that you see done a whole lot. I mean, obviously there are people out there who get it, but it's not something that is as prevalent as people just, you know, getting coloured traditional sleeves, black work traditional sleeves, etc. But this looks so outrageously sick. It's a very distinct look, but like I say, when it's well done, it's one of the best styles of tattoo sleeves in the world, I think. And I'm well happy to get to feature it in this video. Okay, moving on, we're gonna move on to a sleeve made by Luca Corder. And you guys all really loved the frame traditional sleeve that I featured in my last one of these, so I thought I'd feature another one. Right, what have we got going on? So, capping off the top of the shoulder, got flowers. Below that, girl looking longingly in frame. In the frame below that, lighthouse, clouds around it. Below that, a chain wrap around just above the elbow. Below that, sick ass swallow. More chains. You can see a pretty lady poking out. Can't really completely make her out, but she looks very pretty nonetheless. Then we can see the classic shaking hands right at the bottom on the top of the wrist. Got some flowers on that elbow. And then moving into the inner sleeve, if we start from the bottom to the top this time. Sick ass clipper ship. I'd assume that's a mermaid floating, hanging out above that. Nautical star right on the like elbow ditch. And then inner bicep, we have ship, mermaid below the ship, and eagle above it. Very kind of American Navy kind of thing going on in that piece. And a lovely nautical theme all throughout this frame traditional sleeve. Favourite pieces? I do really particularly love that inner bicep with the ship and the eagle above it. Just love all the pretty ladies. That swallow looks so sick. The contrast of the heavy black around it compared with the red, the little bits of clean skin that are in there looks absolutely outrageous. Pump it into my veins. This is a style of traditional sleeve that needs to be way more popular than it currently is. It's not something that I see a huge amount of now, but it looks so outrageously sick. Go and check out Luca's work. Next up, we have another black work traditional sleeve, this time from Menddees. You guys know I love me some black work traditional, and this is a really sick sleeve. Right, what we got? Start from the top to the bottom. At the top, on the shoulder, snarling wolf. One of my favourite traditional pieces is the snarling wolf head. Desperately want it on my hand. Below that, we have like a window at night kind of scene. We can see the moon in there, some stars in there. Below that, we can see this like reaper fellow who's playing the piano, tickling the old ivories. Next to the window, we've got this like flower feature. Another skelly fella, he's got something slung over his shoulder. Is that another flower? I think it might be. Below the piano geezer, we then got some crossed coffin nails. We got a tiger clinging on for dear life. And then we have an old school TV set with a UFO flying out of it, as they do. Love that piece, that's so fun. And then moving around to the back of the arm, we've got like a couple who are watching the sunset with a butterfly just poking out above them. On the elbow, we have a lovely rose with a dagger going through it. We've then got this skeleton geezer who's riding a motorcycle, badass. And then a dagger going through a heart, I believe that is, with some blood drips around it just below the skelly motorcycle geezer. Moving around to the inside of the arm, let's go bottom to top. Got dude very inconspicuously reading a newspaper with his little hat poking out above it. We've got a reaper taking just a little nap after a long day of reaping. You've earned it, Mr. Reaper. And then we've got an owl with its little talons out coming for Mr. Reaper. And then on the outer forearm, we've got this girl who's like jumping through 2 flaming hoops into water. This is such a fun sleeve. I cannot possibly explain to you how jealous I am of this sleeve. Like, I love my sleeves, but I love that sleeve too. I love how like skeletal this sleeve is, how many Reaper kind of fellas we've got in there. But then we've also got a couple who are watching the sunset, which is just an outrageously beautiful tattoo. I love the nighttime scene. I love how the wolf fella actually like begins the sleeve at the top of the shoulder. The way this sleeve is laid out is just breathtaking, really. I love, and I mean love, the piano geezer. I guess he's a Reaper and he's just, you know, he's just passing the time, playing River Flows in You or something. It's the sort of thing people play on piano, isn't it? I love the Reaper having a little nap and there's a little alarm clock on the bedside table. Oh, it's just such a fun tattoo. As is the geezer reading the newspaper as well. It's really fun with the little flowers at the bottom. It almost looks like a political cartoon. Yeah, such a sick sleeve. And what a talented artist in Mike Menddees as well. Go and check them out. And then lastly, but certainly not least, we have some real colour traditional tattoo sleeve going on here from Kalin Becca. Now this is a very pink sleeve and I'm here for it. Right, what pieces do we have going on in said sleeve? So we can see there's like a horseshoe to start off the sleeve with some kind of foliage, some kind of plant coming off it. Another crawling panther with flowers on their back. On the elbow we can see peony or a chrysanthemum or a flower on the elbow. I think that one's a peony, and then down on the forearm is a chrysanthemum. I think that's right. Don't fucking at me if I'm wrong. I'm not a botanist, nor do I pretend to be one, except on Saturdays. What else? What else do we have? Right, okay. Inside now, from top to bottom, I suppose, we have a jackalope, which I learned the existence of literally last week in one of our videos. What's a jackalope? I don't think we have those in the UK. Jackalope. Okay, that'll be because it's a mythical creature in North American folklore, a jackrabbit with antelope or deer antlers. Good job that didn't make me sound like a complete fucking idiot for saying, I don't think we've got those in the UK. Then we've got some hearts on a string, just going below the jackalope. You can see a lovely little cowgirl swinging a lassoon. It's on like the lower forearm. Got some stars in the background, some more flowery hearts, filler stuff around it. And then right on the inner bicep, that is a sacred heart that we have. And then I believe that's a hummingbird, and then we're into the peony, which is on the elbow. This is so pastel and I just fucking love it. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love like a classic traditional tattoo sleeve, but I also love when people can kind of reinvent it, make it their own. So I love all like the pastels, how bright, how bubbly, how just pink this sleeve is. It just like leaps off the skin and right into your eyeballs and into your soul. Favourite piece? I think it's gonna have to be the cowgirl. I'm probably always gonna say cowgirl when there's a cowgirl there, and She's done really well. I love that the cowgirl's got tattoos herself that are done in this red to contrast with all the pink that we have going on. Love the 2 little love hearts on her cowgirl boots as well. Love the lassoon, just love how much personality is in her tiny little face. Like, it's probably only about this big, but so much like personality in her. Love all the like little tiny love hearts, stars, dots that we've got going, filling around the sleeve, adding even more fun and personality to the sleeve. Obviously I love the panther as well. I love a crawling panther tattoo. I love a panther tattoo in general. And yeah, I'm really in love with Kalin's work. Again, go and check her out. And that is it. Those are my reactions to some really cool traditional tattoo sleeves. If you did enjoy this video, give it a like and hit the subscribe button and all that other YouTube bollocks. If you like the music that you're hearing in the background, it was actually all produced by me. I have another channel where I post beats / instrumentals that I've written for singers to use to write songs to, so if that is something that you are interested in, I'll put a link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.